So this is my no opening Son Goku and Planet M2 combo. Leader that can easily use this. I mean, any yellow leader can use this combo, but of course, the infamous Mecha Frieza can use it because they'll take advantage of making it where you don't have to pay the red cost for Planet M to play. You'll take a life, and now you have it on the field. So now you have a reusable way of making your opponent's leader weaker, which is equivalent to giving 5k boost to any one of your attackers. And then of course we have no opening Son Goku, which you can combo it during your turn. After the battle, it will, and your leader's yellow, you can play this into rest mode. Then choose one of your life and add it to your hand. So you can take a life in order to help yourself awaken. But if you don't want to do that part of the effect, you don't have to, obviously, because it's up to one card. So you don't have to. You can just take advantage of using them every turn during your turn to get that 10k boost for one energy. So by doing that, 1k boost, right? He has to be in active mode to do that. And then same thing with Planet M2, it has to be in active mode in order to use his ability. You can essentially add about 15,000 power equivalent to whatever you attack with, whether it be your leader or whatnot. You can use this with your leader, of course. You can just have these two cards on the field with your leader, and then you can just keep, just attacking with your leader, especially if your leader just so happens to have an ability to get double strike or critical, whatever. If they have leaders like that with double strike, critical, and whatnot, you can take advantage of that. Or in the case of Chilled, he has the ability to make a token, which is kind of like double strike. The first time it attacks, then when it attacks again, it makes another token. Now you have two extra tokens, right? So it's kind of like triple strike. That's a way of thinking about it, because you're getting an extra attacker, which means an extra potential damage. So you have to think of it that way. So Chilled, on his first attack, essentially makes him a double strike, because he attacks, then you can attack with the token, so that's 2 damage right there. Then the next turn, triple strike, quadruple strike, and so forth and so forth. So you can easily build a Chilled army token, Chilled army with the tokens, right? And he's yellow, and you can always boost him, to make sure he deals damage, right? With no opening Son Goku, as well as the Planet M2 card, and deal that damage. Now the way you'll typically play M2 is you either use another copy of M2, unless you're playing Mecha Frieza, to pay for the red cost, or you can splash in potentially another red card, like a Saiyan Kaba or a Bodyguard Legic. I like to splash that. It's a free 15k blocker that I could play as long as I have no battle cards. What my opponent does, I can play for free. So it's a free blocker / attacker. And if you use it in the right deck, like if you use the Bodyguard Legic to attack with, you can also use of course the Galactic Emperor Frieza leader to untap it during your end phase, so you can block with it. So it's a reusable blocker. So you can attack with it, block with it, attack with it, block with it. So it's always useful. And essentially, and again, like I said, it's free as long as you have no battle cards your opponent does. You can play for free, and then after that, you play what you play. But because it's red, you can use an extra copy, since you only really need 1 copy on the field at any given time. And any extra copy of Bodyguard Legic you can use for Planet M2. Or you could also splash, like I said, you can splash in Saiyan Kaba, and use 1 copy of Saiyan Kaba for energy, so you can play Planet M2 but also play a Saiyan Kaba, and then you have that combo. Because you're almost in that strategy, you can use Planet M2 to weaken your opponent's leader by 5k power, then attack with Kaba, taking a life, becoming 15k. So it's essentially 20k if you think of it that way. If you add the whole 5k reduction plus the 5k power of Saiyan Kaba, that's a 20k attack essentially to your opponent, and he's going to have to combo to deal with that. He's going to have to combo more than, you know, something as simple as if his leader's awaken is 15k, you know, instead of him just 10k boosting, so you'd be 25k to block your Kaba. 5k blocking your Kaba, he has to combo 10k instead. You're trying to force him to use more. The more 10ks your opponent has to use, the better, because sometimes your opponent only has one 10k and a couple 5ks, or especially with the 10ks, you know, you got to pay energy unless it's the free cost one, and that's only if your opponent is 4 or less. But typically your opponent has to pay 1 energy, so you want to force your opponent to have to use 10ks to like block with 2 10ks, and, you know, give whatever they're blocking 20k just to try to block, right? So this is a really, really useful combo. And right here, you know, like I said, with the whole Son Goku and Planet M, that's 15k. That's 15,000 you're adding to any one of your individual attacks. Now let's say you have another Son Goku on the field. So you have 2 of them on the field. So for 2 energies, you're giving 20k to whatever you attack with, like your leader, for example, and then throwing in technically an extra 5 by Planet M2 on top of that, so it's 25,000. Now the order in which you're going to use this combo is you attack with your leader first. You attack with whatever you're attacking with. If your opponent gets the chance to negate the attack, if they have the negate. If they don't, then you proceed to activate Planet M2 to reduce his leader's power by 5,000. Then you'll combo for your offense phase. You know, you combo for your combo phase with your Son Goku or Son Gokus if you have more than one, and then your opponent combos. And then that's where your opponent will be in a position where he has to try to combo more. And right here you have a reliable, a continuous, you know, 15k extra boost every turn. If you have another Son Goku, that's a 25k extra boost every turn. And that's the thing, every turn. As long as your opponent doesn't take your Son Goku away, you always have at least 15k extra damage to your opponent. And you get a similar result, of course, when you use Chilled, because he's always making a token, so it's always an extra 10k attacker to attack with. So always building things up. But the 10ks, you know, that's the thing about the 10ks can't seem to get over you know, an awakened leader, obviously, because they're only 10ks. As you combo and boost them up, you know, there is a limit, as it were. You essentially can go with the token strategy until he has 4 energy, 4 life, then he'll awaken, and then after that the tokens will be irrelevant. Even your leader won't be able to do much in that regards. But that's where the M2 comes in to make at least the leader be able to go through. Since M2 only does it for that specific battle, it doesn't you know, 5,000 or less for the duration of turn. It's only for the duration of the battle. If it was for the duration of turn, even more powerful, but it's only for that battle. So again, it's a very simple, useful combo. And, you know, we got a couple of leaders: Cooler, Leader of Troops. We got Miraculous Transformation Ginyu, Unwavering Justice Bardock, Unstoppable Great Ape Son Goku. You know, just showing off some of the yellow leaders that are available, because you need a yellow leader for Son Goku's ability. And, you know, if you combo with him during your turn, he'll always stay in the field. That's the thing you gotta remember, is that during your turn, at the end of the battle, after you combo with this card, which means this will be in your combo area, if your leader is yellow, play this card in rest mode. So you put it back in your battle area in rest mode, as long as you have it on your side of field. You notice it says when this during your turn after the battle, when you combo with this card, not from your hand. Now when you combo with this card from your hand is when you combo with this card, period. So as long as you have them, keep them on your side of field, you can keep combo with them, and that's really unique and makes it very powerful and devastating. And that's the end. I mean, it's a simple 2-card combo, something you can play around with, and that's the end of the video.